Howdy guys, how you doing? And welcome to Warlord Wednesday. Yes, it's Warlord Wednesday today, and obviously we look at all things Warlord, and today we're going to be looking at the M10, but we've got a little surprise for you right at the very end, so stay tuned. Anyway, so what have we got here? We've got the M10 Wolverine tank destroyer, and I've got to say I'm very excited, but I've made one big mistake today. I've built the model and forgot to record me showing you the sprues. The sprues are awesome. Take it from me, I love the sprues. The sprues are really nice. But let's have a look at the quick look at the box. As usual, a beautiful piece of artwork, and we've come to expect that now. And we're starting to see more and more of the artwork instead of the actual model on the front cover. It's a big box as well, which shows you there's quite a lot in there. And if we spin it around, we've got loads of information about the M10 on the back, along with some beautiful paint-ups as well, and nice to see there a winter version. Now that's what I'm building at the moment, a winter version, as you can see there, and I've got to say it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to show you some work in progress, because I'm still working on it, but I've got to say absolutely adore this model. I'm a big fan of the M10, and if you've seen the resin version, you're going to love this plastic version as well. It's just hugely beautiful. Okay, so let's spin this around, let's take a look at the model, and I'll see you guys in a second. Howdy doody guys, and welcome back, and here we have our finished product. Well, it's not a finished product, it's almost finished, because I've still got to add the crew and I'm still working on those, and there's some other bits and pieces that I'm adding to it, and you'll notice that I haven't put one of the lights on the back because there's something that's going to be happening on this, so I need to keep the light off while I'm doing bits and pieces. Now I've done this in my winter colours, and it's still work in progress. I've still got quite a lot to do to it, but I just wanted you guys to have a quick look at the finished put together model, or so to speak, as we go along. And I've got to say, really enjoyed building this. Now I'm quite looking forward to a few more of these in my army, because I've got a feeling that I will be fielding a few of these. These are absolutely astonishing. Now if you love the resin, you're going to love the plastic kit. It's a beautiful kit to get together, and it just forms so nicely. Now stay tuned for some more exciting stuff from Warlord, and I'll see you guys later. Howdy guys, how you doing? And welcome to Warlord Wednesday. Now we've got a bit of a sneaky surprise for you, because the guys at Warlord have let me pop up here, and we're going to film some bits and pieces that are coming out in the near future. And I'm with Chesney.
Hello guys.
And today we're going to be talking about what?
Well, first up, we've got the Polish infantry in greatcoats. So something else for you early war fans. These guys are going to be a 10-man metal box set. Very popular. In the last year or so, we've released quite a number of different infantry box sets that you can just pick up and put straight into your army. So NTO and 9 other guys with various weaponry.
These I've got to say are really nicely sculpted. Now, who are they done by?
It's another Wojtek special. So he's done a lot of the Polish and some of the other bits and pieces. Obviously, he's done a lot of stuff for Warlord in the last 7 years. He's a real staple of what we do.
I've got to say, the guy is very talented.
Brilliant.
I mean, he's one of my favourite sculptors, and Steve, of course. I do like them. When I come up here, they're the two guys that I go to see what they're up to. Now, with these, what sort of weapons will be coming? What sort of loadout do they get with their stats and stuff?
Well, you can arm them in a number of ways. Most people, and the reason that these guys are the way they are, is they've got NCO with a rifle, 8 other guys with rifles, and then a Bren gun. So it's a fairly standard setup. It's fairly cheap in points as well for what you want them to do in the army. But it's just the fact that you can now go into the more winter style units and things like that, and you can just change it up. Greatcoats you can mix and match into your other units, or you can have full armies, platoons, division, whatever of fully greatcoated guys ready for the war.
That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so will there be any extras coming out for these, or is this the main standard squad?
That's the main squad, but there will be some other specialist weapons coming through in the next few months. So yeah, keep your eyes on the newsletter and more of your videos for more sneak peeks. Okay, fantastic guys. Well, stay tuned. We've got more for you, so we'll see you in a second. Howdy guys, and welcome back. Okay, what do we have in front of us? Well, this is the 251/10. This is the command variant of the late war Hanomag. You guys out there have already got the actual basic Hanomag, which is the 2 bigger sprues shown here, and we're going to add a smaller sprue which gives you the Pak 36 gun. So allows you to change up your basic transport vehicle to a command variant, have a little bit of anti-tank weaponry to lead your force and transport your command sections or whoever you want to put into it around. Going to be coming out in the next couple of months, and it's absolutely stunning kit again.
So tell us a little bit history here, if you because I'm going to throw this at you. I'm very much in favour of Wikipedia.
Yep.
That's how I get all my World War II history.
Why not?
And off TV. So tell us a little bit about this.
Basically, the Hanomag was the absolute mainstay of the German army. From really early in the war, they made the C variant, which is the one that made it into production into the tens of thousands. And that was used all the way up through to mid-war. And there are even some still running late war, because why would you not use it if it still worked? Now, they redid it ever so slightly, which is the D variant, which is why we do both in the late war. And again, churned them out in their tens and tens and tens of thousands. But all the transport of the infantry, when you got close to the front line, needed to be in armoured transport. If you're in a truck, you were just going to get, obviously, shot to pieces. So this was some kind of way of getting there, and there were thousands. Everybody moved in them, absolutely everybody. So it's really, really important for us to have plastic versions in the game to allow people to represent them. If you have too much in metal and resin, obviously it's going to be way too heavy for you to carry around. Now this one, you can see from the sprue in the centre, has got the extra components with the gunner and the loader for the Pak 36, which is the light anti-tank, but also the ammo. It filled up a bit more of the transport in the back with extra ammunition. These shells were obviously large enough that they would take up room where people would normally sit.
Yeah.
So you've reduced the number of the transport capability. I think it's from 10 to 6 off the top of my head for the actual game, but obviously you're adding your extra weapon there, which is pretty handy.
I've got to say, it's a really beautiful kit as well. It's a really nice kit, and I've got to say, I do like the plastics. The more and more plastics that are coming out that we're seeing, they're getting so much nicer as they go along as well, because there's more being added to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a lot of detail in this model just at the beginning with the extra troops. Now you can buy. If you went for the basic version, you can actually buy seated Germans, can't you?
There are, yeah. Wojtek did a couple of really cool little sculpts of an entire squad squashed all together. That's the one thing you can't do with the main big infantry. It's obviously convert them down to be squashed all together. If you think about 4 or 5 guys standing up in a car park and then they all try and squeeze into a car, you just can't do that with plastic figures. They're all sitting side by side, almost on top of each other. So what Wojtek did was create a sprue of 4 guys all squashed together that you can put on either side of the seats in the Hanomag, which is a fantastic little thing. They're
absolutely brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you very much, matey, for showing this little tidbits that we've got today, and I'm going to see you guys very, very soon.